To PJ Tips. Today we're going to do another Photoshop tutorial, and this time it's kind of for the coding guys. If you're designing an app and you need a background for the app and you have to drag in layers and you're basically setting up all the other files you need, so the front end kind of things. Just a few little Photoshop skills of opening two different pictures or two different images, turning one into a layer, bringing it into the other, and resizing it. Okay, so let's get started. Here I have a background image. All these images are open source and I get them on, is it Pixabay? I think it's Pixabay. Click over here. Yeah, Pixabay. So pixabay.com, and they're all free and open source images. They have paid for ones as well, but most of them are free. So that's what I'm working with today. And the other file I have is here. So we're going to try and bring this guy in to the other image and see if we can put him in there. And this could be like one of your main moving icons of your app, and the other thing could be your background, the other image. So we'll see how we get on. Right, so along here you have selection tools. So this one here, the square selection, if you hold it steady, because there's a little arrow in the bottom corner, it'll show you the other types of selection tools. So it's rectangular, elliptical, and then kind of either a row or a column. This one here is your lasso tool. So this one's freehand. This one is polygonal, which means it kind of goes in straight lines. It'll say like it'll go in a straight line from A to B, but the closer you put those A to B's, the better the selection. And this one here is magnetical, so it will try and stick to whatever edge it can find. So in this image it would be a little bit easier, but in an actual photograph it doesn't work very well. And then here on this one we have your magic wand. So we have a quick selection tool, so it tries to tell the difference, and then the magic wand you can set tolerance. So if you click here, it will say everywhere that there's empty space, we'll select there. So the tolerance is at 52, which is standard. Anything below that doesn't select a whole lot. Anything above that could select just everything. So we'll click on this here, and we can see that just that selection, that area there got selected. And then we have to hold down Shift if we want to add to that selection, or Alt if we want to take away from that selection. So we want to add to it, so we'll select Shift and hit it again. And then we'll move down here and hit Shift and select again. And down here, Shift, select again, and down here, Shift and select again. Now there is a weird kind of faded area in here, so I'm going to leave that for now and see how we get on. So we've selected everything but the tractor at the moment. So I'm going to go to Select up here and then Inverse. So now we've selected just the tractor. And then we can go to Edit and Copy. Then we're going to go back to our background. We're going to create a new layer, and then we're going to go up to Edit and Paste. Now the shortcut for this is Control-C to copy and Control-V to paste. Now this is way too big, so we need to resize it. Now to resize it, you can go up to Edit, Transform, and Scale. Okay? Or Control-T. So hold down Control and hit T. And then it brings up these little, this box around it. Now if you resize this by holding onto that and dragging it in, it's not going to keep the proportions. It will like skew it out of shape. So the easiest way to do it is if I hold that and drag it in, you can see that I can make it really low and it doesn't keep its proportions. Once I haven't let go, that's okay, because I hold down the Shift key and it will keep its proportions. Right, so keep the Shift key held and then just bring it down and resize it, and that will ensure that it's in the correct proportions. So it's the correct height and correct width for as it started, just smaller. Okay, double click on that and that's our tractor set. Now I still have the magic wand tool selected, so I'm going to go up here and select the cursor and the move tool. Okay. Now for some reason, and I don't know why, I don't like it pointing that way, so I want to flip it the other way around. So we have that layer selected with the tractor on it, and then we go over to Edit, Transform, and go down to Flip Horizontally. And there we go, it's facing the other way. Then we can reposition it somewhere else. There you go. Up here, actually I might resize it again, so Control T, hold down Shift to keep its proportions, drag it right down to there, double click to resize, and then we'll move it. And then I'm going to do Control T again, which brings up that box, but this time I'm going to rotate it. And to rotate it, you bring your mouse cursor outside away from the box until you get that symbol there, which is like a curved line with an arrow pointing on both ends. Hold down your mouse button, and as I move my mouse up and down, it rotates the tractor. So about there I think is good. Let go, move inside the box, and double click to set that in place. And you can use the arrow keys to finally finesse that image. And there you go. You have a tractor. If you want two of them, you can just duplicate the layer, move it, and you can have as many tractors as you like. You have this guy doing a wheelie over the hill. There you go.